So thank you so much for coming back here to learn more about the other 8 guaranteed ways to make sure that your business fails. And again, the reason that we're doing this is because we want to wake ourselves up to be sure that there are no failure departments, acting and live and well in our businesses. So there are many, many ways to succeed, right? At the core of the ways to succeed in your business, there's absolute commitment. There's a commitment to action. There's a refusal to lose. There's an immunity to criticism, right? There's lots of things that wildly successful entrepreneurs have in common, and these are muscles to be built. However, if you know that there's something acting in your business that is promoting and leading you closer to failure than success, we want to be able to identify it and then dismantle it as soon as we can. The number one way to guarantee failure, which we talked about in the last video, was to have a lukewarm commitment to failure, or to simply refuse to commit to failure, right? Whenever I hear people talk about their business and they say, well, we're going to see how it goes. Well, 4 out of 5 businesses fail. I sort of know how it's going to go unless you have an ironclad commitment to success. And I'm excited to say and excited to see how many of my clients have that ironclad commitment. There's no timing issue. There's no waiting game. It is about creating success, and nothing less will do. So commitment, commitment, commitment. But let's talk about numbers 2 through 9, or however many we can get through in the next couple of minutes. So another way to guarantee failure is to concern yourself with the approval of others. There's a lot of people on what I call the business treadmill, right? It's enough for them to say they're in business. This is enough for them to continue to get new headshots and new branding and a new website. And they don't really concern themselves with creating a success. What they concern themselves with is looking like a success, all right? When you concern yourself with the approval of others, you will lack boldness. You will spend too much time placating others and concerning yourself and having that mental dialogue about what this person thought about what you said or what they might think, etc. The number 2 way to guarantee failure is to concern yourself with the opinions of others. The number 3 way is sort of linked, and that is when you model your marketing and sales and networking and business efforts after most other businesses that you see. And the danger in that, I hope, is pretty obvious. Most businesses fail. And so if you know nothing else about business and you can't afford a business coach, look around at what everybody else is doing in your industry and do the opposite. That'll be enough, right? That'll be a way to really get yourself ahead of the game. Just look at what everybody's doing and do the opposite. Unfortunately, most people have this failure system working in their business. They look around and instead they think, okay, well, I want to do it like this person. I'm going to do it like this person. And it's a critically devastating move. So let's not look at what everybody else is doing and replicate it. Let's look at what everybody else is doing and do the opposite. The 4th way to guarantee failure in your business is to assume that the entire world is your market. My favorite example of this is when someone sells skincare or makeup or what have you, and you say, well, who's your target market? And they say, anyone with skin, right? If you are trying to reach everyone, you're going to connect with no one. So that's the number 1 way to guarantee failure, is to not focus on exactly who your target market is. You've got to know them intimately. You've got to know who you're selling to better than anybody else knows them. And that is a secret to increase sales and selling at premium prices. You've got to know your market, how they tick, what they want, what motivates them, what they're afraid of, who they hate, who they love. When you assume that anyone is your market, then you are on a fast and expensive course to failure. The 5th way to guarantee your failure is to assume your market owes you something, right? We're living in a culture that is, in my opinion, defined by a sense of entitlement. And Many business owners take a smidgen of this that we see in the world of civilians, right? And we take a smidgen of this into our businesses where we think our market owes us a return phone call, a response to our sales letter, a yes or no. Like sometimes, your market just disappears and they haven't said yes, they haven't said no. But whenever you assume that your market owes you something, even their attention to a free offer that you're doing, then you are building some failure strategies in your business. The truth is your market owes you nothing. The truth is you deserve only what you earn. The attention you earn, the sales you earn, the trust you earn, the dependence you earn from your market. They owe you nothing. The sixth way to guarantee failure in your business is to focus on superfluous goals, accepting all sorts of payments other than cash or credit or check. Here's how this plays itself out. You're in business and you start to work for affirmation or accolades, or somebody saying you're their rock star or you're their hero, and you haven't actually exchanged cash or looked at profit, right? You're taking all these other forms of payment. You have saddled your business with issues of self-esteem and how this business makes me feel or how this business makes me look to other people. And when you saddle a business with goals outside of making a difference in your market and profit, then you are starting to guarantee your own failure. The seventh way to guarantee failure is to not take action. Now, I have no interest in making a bunch of enemies and poo-pooing on the law of attraction. There are absolutely aspects of that I ascribe to. However, I do want to say that the law of attraction is dramatically aided by the law of action. And if you don't do anything, then nothing happens. And so I want to be clear on that, right? If your business is in a perpetual system of waiting for perfection, waiting for the perfect video, the perfect website, the perfect copy, the perfect timing, the perfect partner, like whatever. If you are waiting more than you are acting, then you are on a first-class ticket to failure. And I want to really drive that home. We always want to do something. We want to take time to plan and sharpen our axe, but we also eventually have to get out there and try to chop that tree down. So if the number 7 way to guarantee failure is to not take action, right? To keep waiting, So taking action is absolutely imperative. Can it be aided by clear vision and attraction and knowing exactly what you want? Absolutely, but action is required. The number 8 way to guarantee failure is to act like your time is free. Right? It's not. Many times people will spend countless hours on free activities, free networking events, free social media, free this, free that, and they feel like they haven't really made an investment. Therefore, they don't hold those activities or those hours accountable for producing a result in their business. And time is not free. Most of your time, I'm talking to CEOs, I'm talking to business owners right now, and most of your time should be spent on the core growth of your business. Not the mundane. We all do things we don't love to do, but the majority of our business should be spent getting new clients or patients and serving those clients and patients. If great amounts of your time are spent in all these other areas, then you're on the path to failure.